You mess up your team, or as I say, the placements typically don't. I shouldn't say they don't matter at all, but they don't in the grand scheme of things. They usually, unless you're doing a very certain thing, they usually don't matter too much. Did you mean to put safeguard on Cloud? He doesn't need a sword to cast his stuff anymore. That's why I was like, well, I mean, I guess it's handy to like protect like your armor and stuff, but it's yeah. I mean, I think he typically whenever someone uses Cloud, they use swiftness. Safeguard's a good idea if he needed the sword to, but whew, pretty sure when I tinkered with him, that was something that was changed. I got a couple of them. It's kind of hard. It's hard to keep track of. Um, there's even stuff I look at it sometimes. And I'm like I just realized that the white robe gives shell, and it's like, oh, okay. Didn't even did, didn't even notice that. I'll be honest, I think kind of hate this map. Really, this is probably one of my this is probably one of my least favorite maps. Both have gotten a lot better. I just think that I think this is probably the only map that I really feel like helps out the bow a lot, and it really only helps it out if you're hosting. Like if I had a bow user on my team, they would not get as they wouldn't be doing as well as a bow user on your team. If that makes sense. I mean, it's whatever. It's part of the game. But that's sort of like I don't like how there's barely I feel like there's barely any spaces in the middle you can walk on. Just little stuff like that. It's not a huge deal. I don't know. Hello. Yeah, it worked out well for you with Melia Duel here. To be fair, I mean, unless you're putting Safeguard on all your guys, Melia Duel's still a good unit. And if you have Safeguard on all your guys, I would say you have a very lopsided team in that case. Not necessarily bad, but it's definitely going to be a little lopsided. Also, it'd be silly to plan around, protecting one unit the entire game. Or protecting from one unit, I should say, the entire game. There we go. Yeah, crossbows still aren't quite worth it to me. See, but I feel like that defeats the purpose of them having innate concentrate. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm kind of thinking with some of the changes, though, if we had all the sword skills costing MP, I feel like limit should cost MP too. You're good, dog. No, I'm surprised you didn't go with Braver on like my ninja or something. I get you. And it's better to go with the group hit. I get you. Yeah, in that case, no, that makes sense. I totally get you. What was that? You skipped out. Yeah. I didn't want to chance the first strike, so. I really like how dancers and bards work now, though. Having them have the not infinite AoE. That was a really nice change. To be fair, I put this team out here to. This is a new team that I've been working on putting some good work into it. That wasn't bad. That was a good move. Especially since I'm not getting, I've not had much luck with my mana shield proccing on some of my guys. Oh, I didn't mean to put reflexes on here though. Yeah, I saw like double hand on a dragon. It was too much of a risk. Yeah. So unless you're doing like, yeah, you're not doing that. That's hard. That's a hard thing to do. That's actually why I suggested, because I think life font's actually a pretty bad innate on the dragoon. That's why I suggested they could get innate safeguard. I actually feel like that'd be like kind of reasonable, like because dragon's not a great class in my opinion. Like it's not awful, but it's not great. It's kind of too slow for its own skill set. Yeah. You get 13 speed, which is the most speed you can really get with them, which is that's fine. I think I'm finally through your golem there. I've hit you twice with my ninja with it. Um, but I still hope I'm through. Let's see, I was doing like over 350 with each of the with when I attacked, so that was probably so you're probably your golem's probably run out. Though looking at it in practice, I probably need to try and squeeze out some more. Oh shit! There you go. Uh, MP on my knight just so I can try and cast golem again. Especially since I left originally I had her with a shield, so I had reflexes, but looks like I messed that up, and I probably need to fix that. Granted, Randall's a great weapon if I'm going to be casting my knight, so I would. No, you do. I do. Typically, if I'm casting Golem, I do Dragon Heart. Just because Dragonheart still procs even when you have Golem active. Uh, so it's nice. I've had a lot of matches against Yosh where, it's like my whole team, half my team has re-raise on them and he hasn't even done any damage, which is, that's a good feeling. Oh yeah. Well, especially since I crushed your armor, so your golem, even you got off, would have gotten. That was my goal. I was like, well, even if I didn't kill him, if I get the golem down, it would really, really help. Yep. No, I actually used a thief in the match I did with Wingman last night. Like my thief wasn't too much different than that. And the conclusion I kind of came, and he wasn't useless, but just really couldn't keep up. And the conclusion I came to, no. See, I think Sonic Boom's good. I'm not. I have my. Oh man, okay. So Life Song is not worth it. Um, I think Sonic Boom is a good ability. I actually think most. I think the rest of the aim set would be really good if it was instant, except for the timed one that you use. I think the rest of them should be instant because they're not that good. Like, oh, that didn't do much damage either. No, the other ones aren't instant. Only Sonic Boom and then one that does like poison and oil is. But like, there's one that does like MA times 18 and like, oh yeah, the life song. No, the life song is not worth it. Being frank, I'm not too worried about you making a comeback here, so I'm trying out some stuff. That's not a huge worry of mine. Um, so I was kind of like, well, let me try Life Song, see how much it does, see if it's worth it. It's not worth it. That's the conclusion I've come to. Um, it's just it's not that good. Time Mage is probably a bit too slow. I hurt you real bad, I think, getting your Knight's Lance early on. I think that honestly, I mean, I think you can't really go. When I did my write up recommending it, I recommended either safeguard or you do item and throw item because honestly, like jump should be their main way of attacking, and jump doesn't benefit from attack boosts. It doesn't benefit from vehemence. Um, and like double hand isn't bad, but then you're really bottlenecked if anything goes wrong. Yeah, but it hits really, really, really fast. Um, it's fast and far. Yep, that's why I think teleports teleports honestly like it's risky, but it's probably one of the best move supports. Well, even if you never move farther than the range, just the fact that you have infinite height, and look at that. Um, you have infinite height. You can extend your range if you need to. You can move through obstacles. All those things are really, really handy dandy. So, which guy? Yeah, I didn't put a weapon on him on purpose, so that he could punch people out of charm or confuse without hurting them too much. That was literally the plan. Like, okay, his whole thing is that he doesn't have a weapon because, like, honestly, like with a bard, like you're not attacking that much. Um, and like you can like if you really want to go about it, you can squeeze out GG. You can squeeze out some good damage with the fairy harp and stuff, but it's almost never worth it. So anyway, you good for another one?